Hi, welcome back to Joe Blogs. In this episode, I want to talk to you about some shares that I've bought today on September the 3rd. Now, September is usually a very risky month to actually buy any shares because historically the stock market has gone down. It's the only month where every single year you see losses on the stock market. So it's a risky time to buy. So why would I be buying shares right now? Well, the reason why I am is because I've been using artificial intelligence. Now, this isn't a sponsored video. This is just me sharing some ideas that I have that I've been following for the past few months with you. And the reason I'm using artificial intelligence is because it can use all of its massive amounts of energy and intelligence to work out which stocks are the most likely using algorithms to actually increase in value. Now, I've been doing this for the past few months and I've been achieving double-digit returns in each of those months. So I thought I'd make a video about it. It doesn't mean that I'm going to make a double-digit return in September. And in fact, the evidence says that it's probably likely that I'll make a loss. Now, before we get into the details on it, can I ask you, if you're interested in this video, to firstly subscribe to the channel and then also post a comment about this saying, yes, I'd like to see more videos on this topic or whatever it is that you want to say, and also like the video, because that's the only way that I can see tangibly whether anybody is really interested in these videos. I can see from the views whether or not it's popular. But actually, if you message me and subscribe and like it, then it gives me much better feedback. Now, in terms of why September is the worst month to buy any shares, I thought it was worth having a look at some evidence of that. So if you look at the seasonal investor behavior, after the summer, traders and fund managers that make up the majority of the market return from their holidays and often rebalance their portfolios. And when they do that, it leads to selling pressure because they're selling out of stocks, maybe that have done quite well for the rest of the year. They're taking some profit, so they sell some stocks. And also mutual funds sometimes sell underperformers before the fiscal year end in the USA, so September, October time. There's also economic and political uncertainty in September. It often coincides with budget negotiations in the US, debt ceilings, government shutdown threats, those sort of things. And central banks like the Fed in the US hold key meetings around this time, creating policy uncertainty. There's also market psychology because, as I've said, investors are aware that there's a September effect, and that can become a self-fulfilling prophecy whereby traders act cautiously or sell early to try to beat the rush of sales. And also there's an element of less liquidity post-summer. Trading volumes pick up in September, but many large investors position cautiously, which amplifies volatility. So based on all of that, you'd be crazy to buy any shares in September, but sometimes that's the time when you should potentially have a look at doing the opposite of what everybody else is doing. So in this video, I'm going to go through the 10 shares that I've purchased today. Well, actually, I'll go through 5 in this video, and then I'll post the second 5 in a separate video, follow-up video, part 2, if you like, because I don't want to make this one too long, trying to keep it short and punchy. So let's have a look at the first 5 shares that I bought, and I'll tell you the price, and then you can monitor them and see whether or not I do well or I don't, because I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm using artificial intelligence. I'm using the power of AI to try to beat the markets, and so far it's proved really successful for me. So the first share that I purchased is the ticker is ACLX, which is Arcellx, and that's listed on NASDAQ. It's a biotech developing cell therapies for cancer. So it's got multiple different technologies. It's listed on NASDAQ, as said, and the exciting angle. So most of these shares that I'm buying have some sort of artificial intelligence twist to them. That's really where the juice is in the market at the moment. Lots of people are trying to buy into companies that have AI. Now, this isn't actually an AI-driven share, but it's a really high impact because it's got very good, strong trial data and partnership with Gilead, which could trigger major biotech investor interest. So I'm buying into this not for long-term upside. I'm buying into it because there is a very good chance that we could see short-term upside. That's what's happened with the previous stocks that I purchased using this AI methodology. So that's the first one. The second one is Cadence Design Systems, the ticker's CDNS. That's also listed on NASDAQ. And this company provides semiconductor and system design software, EDA tools. And the exciting angle here is that it's critical to designing artificial intelligence chips. So this share is riding the AI chip boom with sticky recurring revenues and good amounts of analyst upgrades. So that's why I bought into Cadence. The third share is Astera Labs. Now, interestingly, I also bought this share at the beginning of August, and it did really, really well. And it's still forecast to do well. So it's also listed on NASDAQ. Its ticker is ALAB. And what it does, it builds connectivity chips for AI cloud data centers. So memory, networking, and all the other stuff. And the exciting angle on this is that analysts are calling it the AI pick and shovel stock as hyperscale demand, Google, AWS, NVIDIA accelerates. So basically, this share will continue to do well if the AI boom continues. And that's the plan. That's what I'm hoping for. The fourth stock is Zoom Video Communications. Ticker is ZM, listed on NASDAQ. That's a cloud-based video conferencing and collaboration platform. You may well have used Zoom. Maybe you used it during the COVID-19 pandemic to play some quizzes with the rest of your family, or maybe you're using it in a business context, or maybe just using it generally anyway. And the exciting angle for this is that it's rolling out AI companion features to automate meetings, notes, and productivity. So it's betting on AI to revive the growth beyond pandemic highs. So Zoom is hoping that it will go on to bigger and better things using the benefit of AI. And the last of these first five, I'll talk about the next five in the second video, is Zscaler Inc., also listed on NASDAQ. And this is a cloud-native cybersecurity leader in zero trust security. So the angle on this one is that it uses AI to detect threats in real time. Recent earnings beat and raised guidance, which suggests strong enterprise adoption. So they're the first five stocks out of the 10 that I bought. I bought 10 because you need to have a portfolio. You need to build up enough of a portfolio when you're dealing in these shares to make sure that you cover the ups and downs. Because I can tell you, in the previous months, when I bought a similar number of shares, some of them have gone up significantly. So I've had shares that have risen 70, 80, 90% in a few weeks. But I've also had other stocks that have gone down by 20, 30, and 40%. So it's really the overall position that I'm looking at. I'm not betting on one single stock because that's obviously very high risk. These 10 stocks are also really high risk. There's a good chance that I won't make any money. As I said, there's no guarantee that these shares will go up, but I wanted to make this video because I thought it was a bit of fun. Be interesting for you guys to see how they got on. Now, in terms of the prices, I said that I would give you the prices that I paid for all of these shares. So if we start off with the first one, it was Arcellus. I paid $78.74 for that one. Cadence, $343.83. Let me just go on. Astera, $175.71. Zoom, $82.98. And Zscaler was $268.29. So they were the prices that I paid. You can take a note of them if you like, and then watch what happens over the next few weeks. But I will post an update video either way to let you know whether or not I lost my shirt or if I've made some sort of profit. But I wanted to share this with you because I thought it'd be a bit of fun. And I know a lot of people who watch my channel are interested in the markets and interested in artificial technology. And I'm bringing the two together and experimenting and seeing what I can do. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, then please give me a thumbs up. Please hit that subscription button, like this video, and also drop me a comment. And I'll see you again on part 2.